Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back. We are on our last two teams of day two for the 2018 Bravado Wireless Football Media Day, and we have saved our hometown teams for last. So right here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, I'm your host, Eric Shannon, up here at the Bravado TV studios. We have the Muskogee Roughers, and I tell you what, they don't get any nastier than these guys right here. I tell you what, big time Rougher football right here. We have Nikaury Ruffin. Did I get it right? Close enough?
Ruffin.
Okay, all right. Kaunor Ashley, and of course, Coach Rafe Watkins. Coach, thank you guys for coming up.
Thank you for having us.
We certainly are super happy you guys could come up, and hopefully, especially since we're hometown, we get to have you guys come up, do some of our coaches shows and stuff like that. We'll get Mr. Ruffin's hair right next time. Right? That's why we delayed a little bit, because we had to do some. I had to fix my hair. He had to fix his hair, so we had a little hair off here. No, great group of young men. Muskogee always puts out not only some hard-working football teams, but some great young men. Coach, last year, solid year. Because golly, you guys going up, you guys are swinging up against some giants out there.
Well, we did. We had, the year before we was in the semifinals, and we had a lot of kids back, especially on offense last year, and thought was going to have a great season. We did have to replace our offensive line, and we lost some good size on there from the semifinal team. But I thought that offensively, probably, I know we set some records passing that. Jacob Medrano ended up being the all-time passer for a season last year, and we had to throw the ball a little more than I would like to do. We like to run it, and if you're going to win championships, you got to be able to run the ball, and we weren't as successful doing that as what I'd like to have been, but we threw the ball extremely well and had a good season, went to the playoffs again. Our nemesis Lawton got us again down there at their place this time, but the kids have had a great off-season. We started working the week after we got back from Thanksgiving, and I couldn't ask for any more through our summer pride, and then we've had already 2 days into it now, and we've got a lot of youth out there. We don't have any returning starters this year on offense, and we have 5 on defense. But the kids they're working hard. They're a fun group to be around. They're eager to learn, and that's all you can ask for. Is if they're willing to learn and work hard, you're going to have good things happen.
Now I'm going to ask you, and our interview is going to be a little bit longer than some of the others because it's hometown team. Muskogee, has always had a really good football tradition, but as you know, in the last decade or so, it's kind of seen some valleys more than it's seen some peaks. But what I've noticed in the last couple of years, the culture's kind of changed a little bit. It's gone back the way it used to be back in the 80s and early 90s. Am I correct on that?
Well, we certainly hope so. That's what our strive is to be, because growing up as a kid, and even though I never played against Muskogee, I was a 2A school down in central Oklahoma at Prague, but you always heard about Muskogee because, and Charlie North, a guy that used to be line coach for the OU for years and years, is from Wagner, and he sells for products now through our football stuff, and he come by, and when I got the job, congratulating us, and he said, in the 70s and 80s, Ada, Oklahoma, and Muskogee, Oklahoma turned out more players to OU than any place else. But of course, that was before they'd went nationwide and hitting Texas so hard. But we do. If you come up there in our locker room and see all the tradition of the kids that's gone to the OUs, OSUs, now Arkansas, and all the Division II schools that we have, a lot of people going to Tulsa. It is, and we hope that we're getting back to that. The last couple of years, we've had 18 young men go on to play college football at some level or another, whether it be JUCO or Division I. So we're really proud of the kids and for their work, because it's them. It's we work them hard, but they buy into that.
That's great. Well, we're going to start with you, Nikaury. I'm sorry. What have you seen change, and then what's kind of your expectations for 2018?
Well, I think any high school football player, as well as myself, wants to win a gold ball.
Right.
What I've seen change, I've seen everybody is trying to change their attitudes, trying to get back to what's going to help you win.
Right. Right, that's good positive stuff. Kaunor, what have you seen this offseason getting ready for the year?
Work ethic. Yeah, that's been crazy. Like our summer pride this year,
Yeah.
been the best we've had in years. I think we've made huge gains from weight and strength and speed and everything.
Yeah.
It's been good.
That's good stuff to hear. You know, I just can't speak enough of seeing like the culture. I've seen you guys change. You know, even your body language and stuff. You know, we did a track meet out here at Muskogee High this last spring, and just seeing some of the guys out there, just a little bit more pride in Muskogee. Is that what you guys feel a little bit more? A little bit more pride, a little bit more cohesive and stuff. Man, I like seeing that stuff. All right, so Kaunor, I'm going to start out and ask you, who is what team have you circled on your schedule that you want to play and beat the most this year?
Defending champs, Booker T. Those are the ones right there we want to go against.
Man, they got some talent, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
We ready for them.
What about you, sir?
I've always liked playing Bigsby myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Bixby Spartans. That's a pretty good team to knock on right there. Yeah, Coach, I know you're young, but what are some of the strengths for 2018 you're going to have?
Well, our strength, we feel like, is our defensive line. 3 of the 4 returning starters come back on our defensive line. We do lose Big Mike Edwards, who's at New Mexico State now, you know, a Division I signee. But we got our other 3 guys back on our defensive line. We feel like that's definitely the strength. We've got to replace our linebackers, but we got 2 seniors that's coming in there that's got some experience. And with those guys up front demanding, you know, like Nikaury and Davion Williams, they're going to demand double teams. In my opinion, it's not just because I'm prejudiced about it. I do believe they're the 2 best defensive linemen in our district this year as far as a duo. And they will demand double teams, and so that should let our linebackers run free. We're more of a black and blue district where they like to run the ball more.
Right.
Our secondary, though, is very capable. We've had a great passing league this summer, and so our secondary, you know, led by Kaunor, he's a returning starter there, and we feel like it's going to be solid as well. But the defense is going to have to carry our young offense early, and if we do that, I think we got a great chance to be in the playoffs again.
One thing I like is talking about Nikaury here. I look down at his stats. You know, 5'10". All right, that's nothing to be real ashamed about. I mean, because, you know, dynamite does come rolled up in a small package, right? But 315 pounds squat, 315 pound bench, 565 squat, and a 4.9 40. Folks, if you're going to go watch Rougher football, you better keep an eye on this young man right here. I'm waiting to see some black and blue.
Let me say on that squat also, that's where we shut him off at, because it got to the point where we felt like safety was an issue because the bar was about to bend. There's no doubt in my mind that day when he got the 565, and with the ease that he got it, he would have got 600 pounds that day. And that's a parallel squat, competition squat. So
that's fantastic.
He's the strongest guy. Yeah. He and Davion are the 2 strongest guys on our team, and so that's going to go a long ways for us.
Right. You know, folks, you know, when you see these young men like these guys right here putting in all this hard work, because I guarantee you, he didn't wake up one day and just go out and squat, you know, a truck. You know, he had to work at this. You got to pat these young men on the back, tell them they're doing a good job, help them be, just help them be good people and everything. Pat them on the back, give them some positive feedback and stuff. And I know, Coach, you know, I know you're trying to put out not only good football players, but good young men, good people for society, you know, and that's what it takes is everyone come down and helping, right?
Well, ultimately, that's the most important thing as coaches, and I think every coach that brings their teams in here will say the same thing. You know, hopefully we can get them on to the next level. That is very, very rarely that they're going to get on, but they're going to be fathers, they're going to be husbands, and they're going to be, you know, workers and stuff, and that's what they're going to do the rest of their lives. And hopefully you have them prepared for that. If they get to go on and further their education through football, or hopefully then the next and maybe make a living at it for some, that would be wonderful. But the main thing is they're going to be good citizens out in our community.
And that's what we love. Hometown Muskogee, man, we got to take care of our Roughers right here and make sure they have the tools to go on to the next level. All right, guys, I got to ask you. Who's the fastest on the ball club?
Got to be Jimmy Coleman.
Jimmy Coleman, running back, Jimmy Coleman. All right. Who's the clown on the team?
It's a newcomer, J. Reed Hagerman.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's been here this is second year, I think so. Yeah, he's a real clown.
He's a clown. Well, you got to have that loosen up, right?
Yeah.
You got to have
Funny
that.
man.
Funny guy. All right, guys, I got to ask you. You scored, no time on the clock. You can kick an extra point, go to overtime, or you can score 2 and win. What do you want to do?
I want to go for 2.
You can go for 2?
I'm going for 2.
Go for 2 and a win. Roll the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. I tell you what, if I got these guys on my team, Coach, I'd go for 2 too.
Yeah, it's certainly. I'll go to battle with them. That's for sure.
Yeah, Coach. Really, I've had the pleasure of talking to some guys, from the track meet in the summer. It really seems like you've got a good group of kids this year.
We do. It's. I was telling them down in the lobby, was just talking in general. I don't know what our record's going to be this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be young, and that's no excuse because we're expecting to win it all.
Right.
I mean, like he said, we can't wait to play Booker T to the gate. We'll get more challenges than that before we play
Right.
Booker T. We play some great teams, but this group I really like because one, they're eager to learn. They show up to practice every day, ready to work. And I'll be honest, the first couple of years that I was here, that didn't always happen. We had to break some of those habits, and these kids have come up through the program. All these guys were, in 8th grade when I first got here.
Right.
And so they've come through the program, and I couldn't be more proud of them. The Nikaury is now a senior. The things that they're willing to do and work for us day in and day out, because it's not easy. I know it's not easy anywhere, but we do make our practices extremely tough. Our off season is extremely tough. And these kids, and that's probably why, we only have about 51 kids out.
Right.
You think in a 6A2 school you'd have more than that, but we've got the right 51 out that want to be there and are tough as nails, and we're going to go to battle with them.
I like that. Yeah, the ones that want to be there are there, and that's great. All right, folks, just go out and support the Ruffers right here, hometown Muskogee Roughers, Indian Bowl, the historic Indian Bowl. I love that stadium. It's awesome. I love the turf. I love the smell of the guys. Just the football smell, that grass and the dirty and there's not mud anymore. Y'all don't get to play in the mud. Y'all don't get to do like the old days. Like Coach and I, we had to play in the mud and all that stuff, right?
They're never off of turf anymore. They're
Everybody's got the
played on
turf,
it.
right? But blessed to have it, because
Yes.
I tell you what, it's really nice. Folks, go out and support the Muskogee Roughers. Get hold of Booster Club, see what you can do to help them out. Buy these guys a pregame meal, buy them a postgame meal. Go get them some body wash or something so they don't go home stinking to their mamas and daddies and or their girlfriends and stuff. You got to make them smell good. You might even help out Mr. Ruffin here with some hair product, so you don't start looking like me, right? No. And I will tell you, young man, since you're one of the few seniors, enjoy it. Don't let the wins or losses get you down too much. Enjoy your teammates, enjoy your coaches, because when you're my age, you look back and just have good memories, good positive stuff. Folks, when you see these young men walking around, give them a pat on the back, tell them you appreciate what they're doing for Muskogee High School. Coach, any final thoughts before we close out this one?
No, we just appreciate you having this year. It's you all did a great job with Coach Heath and the track meet, having that up on the Jumbotron this year and doing this times. I thought that was outstanding and streaming it live, and we appreciate you hosting this and having us here.
Yeah, it's this is one of our dream come trues. We're able to do this. We just built the studio in March, so certainly love this. So, folks, get out there, cheer on the Muskogee Roughers. Young man, thank you for coming up. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Coach. Folks, stay tuned. We've got the other Muskogee school here. Hilldale Hornets will be coming up next right after this. Go out and support you some Rougher football. We'll be right back after this.